About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta. Welcome to Truist Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, number 18.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Lonnie Smith stands in now, looks at that one inside. The pitch. There's the strike. Tapped softly on the ground. Gathers and throws to first. And a quick out, number one. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
The 1-0. Now a check swing, but he held up. Next offering is down low.
3 balls, no strike.
One down, base is empty.
Aye.
And that's ball 4.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Ron Gant digs in now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Peterson puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting fourth, the right fielder,
David Justice stepping in now for the Yankees. They say it went.
0-1's the count.
The pitch. Check swing. Went around. And the count is 0-2. At the belt and fires. This one high in the air to left center. Makes the grab on the run. That is the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. Back at Truist Park, and our starting pitcher here today, number 33.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
So here's the Braves designated hitter, number 12. The pitch. And that's in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strike.
The line to kick the pitch. In the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes. Here comes a pitch. And that's outside. The pitch. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. And a pitch. Up the middle. On to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Second baseman, number 1.
And now number 1.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
First pitch, and he just misses. They say you win. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. That one missing inside. Two outs. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down in order go the Braves. We played an inning, no score. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Brian Hunter.
Hunter.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. That's through there for a strike. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire, very consistent with his zone. Chris gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency. It's a good take.
And a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
good looking. And up next for New York, Greg Olson. In there for strike one.
0-1.
That clips a corner.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Going to count 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Number 20 stands in now and watches strike one. No score here in the second. The 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. And the 0-2. And now 1-2. Next pitch is downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
The 2-2. And that just misses.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Three-two. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
When you go that deep into an at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
The shortstop.
So up next, Rafael Belliard. Pitch is in there. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
And he deals. Rolled over to third. Riley tosses across to first. Out number 3. One left for the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Atlanta, we head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Austin Riley. The wind of the pitch. Fought off foul. The 0-1. And a good eye there. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The wind of the pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Gant on his way over. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Eddie.
And next for Atlanta, Eddie Rosario. First offering misses the mark. There's a strike. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting sixth, the center fielder.
Now in for the Braves, Adam Duvall. That's in there. And that's strike one.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
2 down, nobody on. And a curve misses outside. Swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Here's a speed threat. Otis Nixon. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. And there's a strike.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Check swing, no appeal. Kicks and fires. Swing and a ball popped up. Number 1 in position, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lonnie.
Back to the top of the lineup, Lonnie Smith stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. Smith hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. And the first offering is not close.
You know, Blue, people don't realize how far the jog is from the dugout to the outfield position. And if you're playing in Oakland, man, it's a country mile to get out there. So for him to be able to be the DH today, that is really a nice day off.
The wind and the pitch. Soft contact in the air. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Terry Pennington.
Here's the third baseman, Terry Pennington. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. That hits the dirt. 1-0. Top of the third, no score. Line drive, speared at first. Freeman takes it himself, and the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back. Now here is number 16.
The catcher, number 16.
And the pitch. That one missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
That's a little bit low. In for a strike, now 3-1. And he takes a strike.
Okay.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Kicks and deals. In the air to left down the line. Nixon drifts towards it, makes the grab, and there's one down.
Batting in, the right fielder,
Peterson, the next to hit. And ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
This one smoked out to left. Nixon makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
batting ninth, the shortstop.
So 2 down now, and here is Dan Swanson. And a foul ball. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws across the diamond, and that is that. And the Braves go down quietly, and we are still scoreless. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ron Gant. And a pitch. That misses, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Just missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Here's the sinker at the knees for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The pitch. That's down and in.
Full count.
Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first.
He's out.
Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
The right fielder, number 34, David.
Stepping in, David Justice. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And fouled off. The 1-1. And there's a ball. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Next one off the plate inside, and that's ball 3.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third, and Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And next for New York, Brian Hunter. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That one's in there, 0-1. And that skips in the dirt. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Over to first, and that's the third out. Yanks held in check. Still no score. Back at Truist Park, bottom 4, and now the DH, number 12.
Designated hitter, number 12.
The pitch. Good eye right there. Just missed. Misses inside, and that's ball 3. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
This to third. To first. 1 up, 1 down.
The first baseman, number 5. Freddie.
So digging in, Freddie Freeman grounded out his first time. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
Count 1-0.
And here it comes. And that's in for a strike. The Braves yet to pick up a hit here. And a pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And now the lefty. Got him. And there's 2 away. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, number 1. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And there's a strike. And that one clips the corner.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Next one misses. It's 2-2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Braves go down quickly here. Through 4. Still tied. Zip zip. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the top of the 5th, and here is Greg Olson. The wide to kick the pitch. That's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now number 20.
And stepping in for the Yankees, number 20. He reached on a walk his first time. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Check swing, and that's a ball. The Yankees hitless so far in the game. The next offering misses, and that's ball 3. The pitch. And a 4-pitch walk.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Go ahead run on base. Now here is Rafael Belliard. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Late swing fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Kicks and fires. That one the other way. He hauls it in. 2 away.
The left number 25.
Otis Nixon stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
On the ground right side. Knocks it down.
Now that designated hitter, Lonnie Smith.
Next is the designated hitter, Lonnie Smith.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need him in this game today.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Count 1-0.
First and second, 2 down. Next pitch in the dirt. And that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one missed. Now 3-0. Terry Pennington on deck for the Yankees. Three-0 down. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Bounced up the middle, and that chance handled. They take the force out. That's out number 3. Yanks strand a pair. Halfway through this one, still no score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Braves just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
2 strikes.
And 1-2. Up and in, and the count is even, 2-2. That one is upstairs.
3-2.
The pitch. The punch out there, and that's the first out.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at-bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
So up next, Eddie Rosario. Fly to left his first time up. In there, and it's 0-1. There's a strike. And down on strikes. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Adam Duvall. Went down on strikes his first time through.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And he deals.
Hey!
There's a swing and a drive. That one's back. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Man at second here with 2 away. Number 16 will hit next. In the air, right side of the infield. Dives, but it kicks off his glove.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
Peterson next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. Oh, 1 down.
That's a ball.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back. Now the number 2 hitter, Terry Pennington. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Inside, just missed. And now 2-0. That one down the line. Riley, jump throw. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
The center fielder for 35. Yes.
And up next for New York, Ron Gant. There's a strike. Here comes a pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Oh, 0-2 now. On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball game.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, David Justice. Hard liner. Out number 2.
The batter, the first baseman, Ryan Hunter.
Brian Hunter getting ready to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Check on the runner, and he just got his hand in there. 0-1 now. And there he goes. Chop to third. Zips it to first. And that is the third out of the inning. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 6th. Now it's the shortstop, Dan Swanson.
Dan Swanson.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Justice makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, number 12.
Now it's the DH, number 12. That's in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Next offering misses down and away. And a ball evens the count. The next pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's out of here. He'll touch them all. And they add a run. It's 2-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
1 out, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. They go back to back, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So 1 out, nobody on. And stepping in is the speedy number 1. Bounced out to short, Belliard. And he's safe at first.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1 down. Austin Riley digs in now. In there for strike 1. Riley measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. Next offering is downstairs. Movement in the Yankees pen. Number 43 getting loose out there. Number 50, a left-hander, also throwing. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kicks and deals. And now the count is even. Still only 1 out here in the inning. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Now batting.
And now Eddie Rosario.
Rosario.
Snap throw to first. And he's back in there. That misses. Ball 1. And that one fouled off. At the belt and fires.
That's in. Ball 2.
Fouls one off. 2 and 2. Swings through it for the K. He swung over top of the curveball, but the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now at the plate, Greg Olson. The Yankees looking to rally. And a pitch. That's outside. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Luke Jackson, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Number 68 getting loose as well. The 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Inside corner at the knees for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
That's to third. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
The batter, number 20.
Number 20 stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch, and he just misses. And that's in for a strike.
1-1.
And the pitch. And a count 1-2. The pitch. Outside. On the ground, Swanson. The throw to first, and 2 away to start the seventh.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Rafael.
And next for New York, Rafael Belliard. That one's in there, 0-1.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Line drive, base hit.
The left fielder, number 25.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Otis Nixon. In there, and it's 0-1. And misses inside. And a pitch. And it goes just foul. One, two now. Check swing. Now a look down to first. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. Belliard leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Base knock, center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Chris Martin on the pitch out of the pen here.
Number 55, Chris Martin.
In now is the Yankees DH, Lonnie Smith. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Up the middle. That ends the frame. The Braves pen comes through in fine fashion. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Braves 3 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom of the 7th. Now in for the Braves, Adam Duvall.
The center fielder.
Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike. Pitch misses inside. 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. And now it's filled up. And he grounds one back up the middle. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches.
The batter, number 16.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 16, 1 for 2.
99 pitches, about to throw his 100th here in the 7th inning. This is where you really start looking for any signs of fatigue.
That one misses. And that is ball 1. And that's in the dirt. That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The wind and the pitch.
Hey.
That's in there. Now 3-2. And foul ball. The pitch. Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
So digging in, Dan Swanson. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it gets by him.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Number 33 done for the day. Not a bad effort, but he exits on the hook for the loss. New pitcher on the mound when we get back. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, number 43.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
breaking ball in there for a strike. Peterson on second. Swanson at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. That's towards center. Gant settles underneath it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta, but they lead at 3-0. Back at Truist Park, we're at the top of the 8th, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pennington.
Terry Pennington.
The pitch. On a line out towards center. Duvall right there to make the grab. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Ron Gant. 1 for 3. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And the 0-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Luke Jackson. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty.
Luke Jackson.
Now, David Justice. And takes low for ball 1. Left-hand hitter waits.
Nope. Upside.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Stays alive. Next one is off the plate, and it's a full count. Left-hand batter waits. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. That one out to right. Peterson settles under this one and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Down in order go the Yankees. Still down 3-0. On to the bottom of the 8th. And the batter now, Freddie Freeman. The wind of the pitch. Upstairs. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. A right-hander is up and throwing. And the 1-0.
Outside, that's a ball.
Fastball on the corner at the knees, and it's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That's in there, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Number 1, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
And the right-hander deals. And down on strikes he goes. 2 gone.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Riley in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Hard on the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Play made, that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Will Smith.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Brian Hunter now at the plate.
The first baseman, Brian Hunter.
The pitch. Way high. That clips the corner. Here's a strike. 95 of that one. Now 1 away.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Olsen in the box now. No balls and a strike. And here it comes. That one well upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch. That misses. 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. A swing and a soft liner. He'll do it himself. Yankees with only one out remaining.
Now batting, number 20.
So 2 down now, and here is number 20. In there for strike one. That one hooked foul. Oh, and 2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Good eye right there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these guys, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.